Welcome to Radically's Word of the Week. I'm Brendan Cameron and this week's word is value. So what is value? I see a lot of organisations and they do a lot of work and they have a lot of work in their backlog. The work is often prioritised by size, by complexity, by resourcing, by budget, and these are good things to think about, but they're not always the best things. I'm going to talk about how you should prioritise the work that you have on your plate using value. So when I talk about value, value should be to your organisation, it should be to your team, and most importantly, the value of the piece of work that you're doing should be to your customers. One of the key things you should do when you're thinking about value is identify what is of value to you. Is it revenue? Is it marketing or brand perhaps? Or is it something as simple as cost? Once you've identified what those values are, you should make sure that any piece of work you're about to do should be rated against each one of those values. For example, say security is really important to you and your team or your organisation and what you do. And make sure that that next piece of work has a security value aspect to it, so you understand whether this is meeting the needs of your team and your organisation or it isn't. And once you've understood what those values are, you should look at all of the work in your backlog and prioritise based on whether the piece of work is delivering the value or not. And if it isn't delivering the value, why is it on your list? Next, we want to prioritise that list. That's cool, we've done that. I just want to remind you that having these values and prioritising that list is the start of a conversation. It is not the process that's important, it's that dialogue on why these things are important or why they're not. Once you've had that conversation, you should adjust based on the feedback you get from your customers, from your team and the organisation, so that that conversation is a continual thing. So as I say, look at the work you've got in your backlog and prioritise and work on those things that are most important based on value, not just how big it is or how complex it is or how much money you've got to spend. If you do that, you'll be working on the right stuff. I'm always available to talk more on these sorts of topics, so please contact me through LinkedIn or any other method and we can discuss further. Thanks for watching Radically's Word of the Week. This week's word has been value.